Welcome to the Abundance Effect, where we empower ambitious women with practical tools to live their most rich and fulfilling life in business and beyond. I'm your host, Larissa McCouth. Let's get started. Before we get into today's episode, I just want to share another quick thank you. Martha recently left a review saying that the podcast is full of insight, genuine, honest, and filled with practical tools that help her grow both professionally and personally. Martha, thank you, thank you, thank you. It means so much to hear you say that. If this show has supported you in any way, I'd love for you to leave a rating and written review on Apple Podcasts. It absolutely helps the podcast reach even more women who are craving grounded, practical growth, not fluff. All right, let's get going. If you've ever gone to bed exhausted, but your mind did not get the memo, this episode is for you. Because the truth is, most sleep issues, they don't start at bedtime. They start with what you actually carry into bed. Today, I want to share with you the very last thing I do before the lights go out. It is a simple practice that's helped me go from tossing and turning and overthinking to just sleeping deeply, sleeping consistently, and quite peacefully, I might add. There's no complicated evening routine, no biohacking, no perfection, just one teeny tiny intentional shift, one 5-minute miracle that tells my nervous system, you're safe, the day is complete, it is time for sleep. Now, we talk a lot about morning routines. I have a morning success call. I love, love, love it. However, the quality of your morning is actually quietly decided the night before. Sleep isn't just rest. It's when your brain files memories, it regulates emotion, and it resets your nervous system. Most high-achieving women that I work with, they go to bed doing one of two things. They are mentally replaying what didn't get done. They're going, oh my gosh, what didn't get done? Going through a laundry list. Or they're mentally rehearsing tomorrow before today is even closed out. Now, that's not reset. That is cognitive carryover. So your nervous system, it doesn't recover when it's on call all the time. You need to close one segment before opening another one. For years and years and years, I used to struggle with sleep. And my body was tired, but my brain was not. And I'd lay there in bed, staying up late, most of the night, reviewing conversations, lists, decisions, ideas, problems. Everything would just ruminate in my mind. And ironically, some of my best insights would come when I was half asleep. That's why I sleep with that notepad beside my bed. I still do. It wasn't just getting thoughts out that helped. It was how I chose to program my mind, what I chose to focus on right before sleep. And that's when this practice was born. It was really organic. It just happened. I didn't have a specific reason for it. I was trying to do gratitude one night, and gratitude just didn't work. But this little practice I'm going to share with you today did. Now, here's what neuroscience tells us. Before sleep, your brain, it enters a state where the emotional centers, especially the amygdala, are still really highly active, while these rational filtering parts of the brain, they begin to power down. And so this is why worries, they feel louder at night. Your emotions are high. Smaller problems feel bigger. And emotionally charged thoughts, they stick, right? Emotions are up, but thinking brain not working so well. And so this is why this window is so powerful, because what you focus on last becomes emotionally tagged for memory consolidation during sleep. It gets a tag that goes, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. And that's what your brain and energy centers focus on. In simple terms, your brain keeps working on whatever you give it, even after you fall asleep, even when you're not really thinking you're paying attention. Research on gratitude and positive recall, it shows that it lowers cortisol, it increases serotonin and dopamine, and it also improves sleep latency and depth. Okay, so it's not just positive thinking. It actually signals completion and safety. And so here is the practice. I know I've been holding out. I've been trying to keep you in suspense, but here's the practice that I do right before bed. The kitchen is tidied. Tomorrow is planned. I open this journal, okay? This success journal. And I used to try to write celebrations and wins. And I always felt weird doing that. And I remember one day I was trying to do gratitudes or celebrations. And I was just like, this is not working for me. I don't care. Don't want to do that. Don't want to. But what I was able to do is I wrote something in my journal. I wrote a headline that said, good things today. Then I just listed them. And since that day, I've literally kept doing that practice. It's been one of the most powerful, simple, easy peasy, lemon squeezy things I've done because it's not fancy. It doesn't seem profound, but what it does is it just makes me feel so complete. It puts closure to my day. It's not about going, woohoo, I have to celebrate my day. It's about looking back and going, oh yeah, that was good. That was a nice memory. Oh wow, you know what? That actually did work out. It's this low pressure, easy way to review my day and close it out in a really neat and orderly way. And sometimes it's things like, you know what? My son gave me cuddles before bed, right? He didn't give me cuddles this morning when he woke up because we had to rush off to school, but he came to me before bed and he gave me the most amazing hug and it just felt so, so, so good. Okay, great. What else might it be? You know what? I had a little extra time in my day and I went for a walk. Had a little extra time in my day and I sat down at the piano and played, and it just felt so good to practice, to feel the music, to play the music. These aren't magical things. Sometimes they're about clients and the sessions I had, how amazing and authentic and organic they were. Maybe it's today I recorded 9 podcast episodes and wow, didn't know I could do it, but man, I did it and it felt great. It could be a quantifiable thing. It could be something teeny tiny. It could be the fact that I even cleaned my kitchen, the fact that I put my laundry away. These aren't always big things, but when I look at the good things from today, it's the little things that help me appreciate the journey of my life along the way. Now, there's something I wrote in my notebook. I'm going to find it a couple weeks ago, and it's something I highlighted, and it really stood out to me. And it said, you can't have a happy ending to an unhappy journey. So often we're going after these big goals and dreams, and I love big goals. I love wild success stories, but on a daily basis, you do a whole lot of mundane, simple, boring, routine things. But when you keep doing them and you start finding the joy in the little moments, when you start finding the appreciation, when you can acknowledge the good things from today, that does something to you. It helps you appreciate that journey along the way. And what I find is after I do this list, it is so easy to move on to gratitude. Sometimes I do deliberate gratitude. Sometimes I don't. I always feel like my heart is just so much more full. Why? Because gratitude lands even deeper when it's anchored in reality. It's not some kind of airy-fairy thing I'm doing. I'm not making anything up. I'm not thinking of something from 20 years ago or imagining my goals or dreams are coming true in the future and hoping that I'm grateful for them. No, it's like, this is real. This is recent. I can feel this. I can see this. I can sense this. I can be there now. It's not bypassing, this is integration. And William James, he was a philosopher, he said, the greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one thought over another. So good, so good. The greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one thought over another. And what good things today does for me is it gives me the ability to choose and recognize the good things from today. Notice I didn't say crap from today list. I didn't say problems. I didn't say what to fix list. I'm like, cancel that. I already know that. It's going to come. It'll be there tomorrow. That's what I might write on a different list, but it's going to stay at my desk. It's not going to come to my bedroom with me unless I really need it in my little tiny notebook by my bed. I'm going to write in my sacred journal, good things today. I'm going to focus on them. I'm going to say thank you for them. Like, thank you, thank you, thank you for the good things that happened today, for the good ways I showed up today, for the good energy that entered my life. And this practice, it chooses the thoughts that your nervous system rests with. This is so, so, so important. It signals completion. Your brain stops scanning for unfinished business, and it really does shift that emotional undertone so you can fall asleep regulated and not reactive. This seeds your unconscious mind so you can wake up calmer because your brain, it's spent the night reinforcing what's actually working, right? Do more of what's good. What you focus on expands. So Focus on things you actually want. Focus on things that are actually good. So there could be this positive ripple effect over time. Your sleep will get quieter, nights will get quieter, mornings will feel cleaner. I go out like a light, not white knuckling to sleep, no mental gymnastics. It's not just about sleep. It really is about training that nervous system to notice safety, progress, goodness, even on imperfect days. And that really does change how you show up in your relationships, in your work, in your decisions, in your physical body, right? When you think good things, right, your thoughts, they lead to your feelings, they lead to your actions, they lead to results. And the thoughts you think, they have a physiological impact on you. So you want to stay healthy? Start thinking healthy things. Start thinking more and more and more and more and more and more and more good things. These small practices repeated consistently, they reshape your inner world. I might sound like a broken record. I've talked a lot about little small things, little small practices, teeny tiny 5-minute miracles. These are baby steps that might seem inconsequential. And if you're a high achiever, you might be looking for a magic pill, but it's these tiny micro shifts that when you actually do them, when you actually stick to them, when you wholeheartedly embrace them, and I know you're not going to do all of them, but I hope you pick 1, 2, 3 over the course of listening to these different podcasts that I've been putting out. Pick something, fully commit to it, own it, embrace it, and that will change your life. I can guarantee it. That is the abundance effect. That's what this work is all about. These small practices repeated consistently to reshape your inner world and positively impact the outer world that you live in. So give this a try tonight. Good things today. Write down those good things from today. Let them be the last seeds planted in your mind. If you're in the mood, say thank you. Give a little gratitude for each of the good things today. If not, just go to bed. You've got some good things to focus on. And if this episode resonates with you, I would love and appreciate if you would share it with a friend, maybe who's tired and wired, maybe someone that really needs to hear this message of, got to start focusing on more and more and more good things. But you know who you need to share it with. So I want you to think of someone, think of 1, 2, 3 people and send it to them right now. Because better nights change everything that follows for you and for everyone else that you touch. I'll see you again next week. Bye for now. You're listening and thinking, this is so simple. Why haven't I tried this? That's usually how powerful practices work. Save this episode or send it to the woman who's saying she's exhausted but can't turn her brain off at night.